Is Goh replacing Ash? This is a question that lots of people who are currently watching Pokemon Journeys are asking themselves as of late because of the recent events of the anime. And this is something that some people have questioned since the start of the series when Goh was first said to be the second protagonist of the series, which is something that no other companion has ever been labeled. And I honestly didn't really see it as a possibility until recently, when Goh caught Suicune in episode 53, and when he caught Grookey in episode 59, which is something that surprised a lot of people, including me. So let's talk about Goh and his role in the series, then I'll talk about if he could replace Ash and if he already is. So with Goh being named the second protagonist of the series, we've gotten a lot of Goh focused episodes in this series, with episode 32 being the biggest episode I can think of since it was completely dedicated to Goh, and this is the first episode in the entire history of the anime where Ash doesn't make any sort of appearance of any kind. Another episode that Goh was the main focus of was episode 36, where he caught Flygon, and this episode really stands out to me because of how they portrayed Ash in this episode in comparison to Goh. Because in this episode, Ash just completely forgets how to battle, and Goh just completely takes the lead on everything the entire time, even in the battle with Flygon. There's also episode 40 where Goh battles Zapdos, and even episode 35 where Goh caught Pikachu, but none of these episodes really made me think that Goh would replace Ash. I didn't really see it as a possibility until Goh caught Suicune in episode 53 and then Grookey in episode 59. I think episode 59 is what really made me start to question if Goh is replacing Ash, and I say this because Goh catching Grookey is a lot bigger than Goh catching another Pokemon or any other Pokemon for a lot of reasons. Because for the past 20 years plus, Ash has always gotten at least one starter Pokemon. Even in Johto, where Ash started off his journey with all of his Kanto Pokemon, he still eventually ended up with all of the Johto Pokemon, and he's always gotten at least one of these starters in every generation. And that's why I think Ash not getting a starter is a big deal, because Goh getting Grookey means that the Pokemon Company and the team in charge of the anime was willing to break a 20-year-long tradition spread across 7 generations for Goh, a character introduced in this generation. And this is a massive change in two aspects, narratively and branding wise. Branding wise, this means that all of the starter Pokemon will be marked with Goh and not with Ash for the entire generation, which is a pretty big message to send out. And when it comes to the narrative of the anime, Goh getting all 3 starters of a new generation, which is something only Ash has ever had, might be the clearest indicator that the anime may be trying to pass the torch, which is something a lot of people don't want to see, and is part of the reason that Goh gets a lot of hate. And when it comes to how the series is right now with Goh as the second protagonist, I think most people will agree that it's not working out at all, because with Goh being labeled as the second protagonist, it's taken a lot away from Ash when it comes to screen time and development. Since because of Goh's focus and goal to catching every Pokemon, Ash has lacked a lot of the progression that we've usually seen in the series up until this point, and what I'm mainly talking about is the lack of battles. For a series where Ash is going for his biggest goal to date of winning the World Championships, the lack of battles makes no sense at all. I don't even think we've seen 10 good battles in the entire series so far, probably even less than 5. And it feels like most of Ash's battles and wins have been off screen, and most of the battles we do see are 1v1s against one-time characters. The only exceptions to this are the battle with Karina at the Battle Fest, the battle with B, who Ash battled twice in the 2v2, and the battle with Rinto, who's only appeared in 2 episodes and we may never see him again. But since this problem only applies when Ash and Goh are protagonists at the same time, let's talk about what would happen if just Goh was the protagonist. So let's take a look at how Goh does things. So typically Ash and Goh go somewhere on a research fellow job, or Goh just decides that he wants to go and catch some Pokemon. Then Goh sees the Pokemon, throws a plain red Pokeball, no special Pokeball of any kind, and then he catches the Pokemon, and in very few cases he bonds with them beforehand, before sending them to live at the lab forever, or until it's convenient for him. So can you imagine 50 straight episodes, or even 100, of Goh doing this. And if you actually enjoy this, then you have a lot to look forward to if Goh becomes the protagonist. But if you're not, you're probably on the verge of dropping the anime if Goh becomes the only protagonist. I think the writers are going to have to rewrite how Goh does things either way to keep people interested in the series, because I don't think the current formula is working at all. I think where they went wrong is having Goh spam catch a bunch of Pokemon. I think Goh should have just started off catching lots of small Pokemon in their base form and then started to evolve them over time. That way, when Goh goes from Trapinch to Vibrava to Flygon, it feels more earned. But that's something I'll talk more about in another video. So, is Goh being treated better than Ash in this series? To a degree, I'd say yes, because of the poor balance of screen time and development. But could Goh ever completely take over and replace Ash? I definitely say no as of right now, because I don't think the anime could focus on Goh and his goal for an entire series without losing interest from the fans because of the current formula that they use. But let me know what you think of Goh replacing Ash and if he could. But with all that being said, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching, and bye.